What's up, people? Perry here with another episode of WildStyle. How's it going? What's going on? I am doing great. I hope you are too. Because today, well, not today, on Friday, I got some good news. Some good news that I'm going to share with you guys. On Friday, we had a ultrasound of my wife's tummy to see what sort of baby we have inside, and I am proud to say that we are having a baby baby Birl. I'll let you guys know at the end of this episode the gender of the baby. I'll leave you guys in suspense. But if you're smart enough, you can just fast forward to the end of this episode, really. So whatever you guys want to do. But I got a bunch of stuff to show you in this area that we have. These guys are loud. I've turned up the animal volume since the last time you saw me. I don't know why I did it, to be honest. I'm gonna change that right now. Friendly creatures. Where did I have it before? Maybe around 16. Sure. Yeah, it's a little better. But anyways, lots of stuff to show you. Lots of changes to go over. What's this called? I don't want to say warehouse. The workshop went under some changes. I don't know if I showed you if I completed that roof yet. I think I didn't show you guys, but that roof is complete. Of course, this was complete before. The thing that I have yet to do is this area right here. I said I was going to put something kind of unique, but I haven't figured out exactly what I wanted to do just yet. What else? On the inside, I don't think much has changed. Yeah, not too much has changed on the inside. I'm thinking about putting a slime block elevator into here, and I've seen a bunch of designs, and I'm pretty sure there's one design that is the most reliable out of all of them, and I will be putting that into here. So maybe we'll put that in another episode. Of course, I won't show you the whole redstoning process. You guys are here to look at designs, but I think we can try and do something that will kind of gussy it up a little bit. So look forward to that. Of course, I want to finish up this interior area right here because this was all temporary, especially that little tunnel down there. I gotta fill it in. This right here, it's still the same, still looking fantastic. If I can get up here. I never said that this was for practicality, so we'll go out the door right here. So here you can get a better look at the roof line and how it's kind of worked out. I like the way that it looks. You know, there might be a few changes here and there, but like I said, over here, that's going to change, of course, because I need to figure out what to put there. This little house is all done. Last time you saw it, it was basically just a shell, but I put a roof on top of it. In here, of course, houses the one little button that dispenses all the water and washes away the wheat. And over here is a little place for the gardening hoe. So I like it. Simple little touches like that really just make a place look, warm and inviting, So anyways, go out here as the sun sets. You could take a look right here. I've planted in some carrots to kind of supplement the wheat, and also some potatoes in here, just to kind of give a little bit of variety to our garden here. I'm not too sure what else I can plant in here. If you guys know, feel free to let me know what else I can plant in here. But yeah, that's that. So that's the workshop area. Looks pretty good right now. You can see over here, I've started planning out the main house. Now this area, it's going to be a big house. Originally I thought maybe something a little bit more modest, but you know what? I think we can get away with something a little bit bigger in size. And so it's just in the planning stages right here. You can see all these blocks right here just to kind of outline what I want to do. Let's go up here and we'll take a look, a little top-down view. I usually do this whenever I'm trying to build something, because I get a good idea of the plan that I want to put out, so that when it comes to nitty-gritty stuff, I don't have to worry about the overall picture. But you can take a look here. I have an outline going. There is the entrance right here. And what I want to do is to kind of have a see-through. So this will be a giant focal point right here. And the idea is that from if you're standing here, you'll be able to see all the way through the building, and then the mountains will be in the background. So that's the idea. That's what I'm going to try and go for. Not too sure how it's going to work out, but we'll see how it does. Right now I just have kind of like a living room set up, and I think maybe kitchen and dining and all those bedrooms and all that other stuff will go over here. But the reason why I'm putting a living room over here is to kind of take advantage of the view of the mountain. So, this is one of the things that you got to go through in order to figure out what type of design of house or where you want to put things in terms of design or layout for your home. So that's all in the planning stages, and we'll talk more about that maybe in the next episode or a couple episodes from now. But the other thing that I've been working on is that tower right there. Not quite done yet, but in terms of what I want to do, you can see I've made the base a little bit bigger. It was kind of small to begin with. So I decided to strengthen it, and at the top there it's not quite done yet, but I think we can kind of gussy that up a little bit. Maybe add in our little archway here into there. And so yeah, not too much else going on there. I mean, let's take a look. Yeah, so as you can see, it gives it a little bit more of a stockier type feel. It feels like it could support something. And we'll go up here and I can show you just exactly what I've done so far. It's not too much, but I just wanted to give a little bit of a progress update, really. So take a look right here. It's not really I was just kind of placing blocks, really. The design is not quite there yet, but like I said, I may end up putting in some sort of the pitched roof idea into this too, just to kind of keep the continuity with everything here. But the thing that we're going to concentrate on today is that right there. That is our barn, and we want to work a little bit on the interior, but as far as the exterior goes, what ended up happening from the last episode that you saw was that this used to be like the center point used to be around here. And I decided to move it over a bit. And the reason for that was that before we had kind of a slit opening right here. And it wasn't really working out in terms of where I wanted to put supports and stuff like that. So we'll go take a look. We'll take a little closer look at it. But the opening right now is very much symmetrical. So you can see it's the same on either side. So from here to here, it's the same as from here to here. The idea behind that is that it makes it much easier for me to kind of figure out the support structures or where I want to put all the little detail elements. Because before, what ended up happening was that I had a curve, but the curve itself was not symmetrical. And I was running into a lot of trouble in terms of where I wanted to put everything. And also, it's a little bit easier. I don't know why I was trying to make something so complex. And sometimes when you're running into design problems, the best thing to do is just simplify, really. So, but we're going to be working on the interior of this right here. And I have this little temporary scaffolding set up. so that we can kind of reach the ceiling, right? Gotta have that ease of construction, of course. And what I want to do is I want to work on the inner supports, trying to get some arches going. I'm not too sure how much detail I can put into it because the distance from the ceiling to the floor is not really as high as I wanted it to be. That's because I wanted to add in as much detail as I can for the arches, but you know, that's something that we'll try and figure out as we go along. The other thing that I wanted to do was try to figure out a design for these walls. Now I do have an idea. We'll talk a little bit about that in this episode. So what I need to do next is to get together some supplies and all the whatnots and stuff like that. And I will see you guys in just a bit. Alright, now the first thing that I want to do is to kind of figure out the supports, and then from there we can kind of get our arches going. So I think the best place to start is maybe right here. Something like that. And then we will continue that on this side. Like so. There we go. Now I'll have to continue the pillars on down to the bottom there, of course, but as we are still in our work area and the scaffolding, we'll just have to stay for now. But I think where I want to put pillars next is maybe here. Now I'll take a look at it from the outside. Oh, is that where I wanted it? Maybe. Let's see. Put another pillar here. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. So something like that. Like that. Let's take a look at that from the outside. Okay, that's okay. And I think just to kind of keep it nice and even, possibly some pillars right here. Right there. So something like that. If you're wondering why this is all filled in, is that it's because of the dispensers, which are right here. All the redstone stuff is all behind that wall, so it won't be, you know, perfectly symmetrical in terms of the interior, but I think we can get away with it. It shouldn't be that much of a problem. The next thing that I want to do is add supports here, right here. Okay, now let's take a step back. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. The problem that I was running into before in terms of the way that I had it all set up was that it was kind of getting awkward in terms of trying to figure out where I wanted to evenly put the pillars to kind of, you know, I didn't want something that was too asymmetrical. And this kind of works out just great for us. I really like how that looks. And then the next thing that we want to do is trying to get some arches going on here. I got some stairs just to get a basic outline. Now I also have to remember that I'm up off the ground a little bit, so I think I can get away with going down a little bit lower than I want. Maybe something like that. And then we got some slabs. Kind of go across like that. I don't know if I want to make it too extravagant or anything like that. Maybe just keep it simple, because I don't know, I'm getting a feel that, like, because this is like the inside of a, basically it's a hole in the wall, and you know, I don't know if I want to go too extravagant, or maybe I should go the opposite and try to put something extravagant in it. I don't know. These are just the thoughts that are going through my head. I hope you don't mind, but I think something like that. Maybe if we put it to the other side, and then we can get a better idea. Oops, that's not how you do it. You can get a better idea of what we are trying to do. Now, I ran into the same problem when I was doing the warehouse. down below. And that was that I was trying to figure out where to put all the slabs and the stairs and all that stuff, because you're kind of limited with the options that you have. For instance, if I try to put a stair there, yeah, you can't put it one lower or a half block lower, just because of the way Minecraft works. So gotta work with what we got. And so that's okay. I mean, it's nothing too great, but I think it's a good start. I'm gonna go away for a bit and I'll try to figure something out here. Maybe put something in the middle. Maybe that might work a little bit better. But yeah, I'll see you guys in just a bit. Alright, so check it out. As you can see, this is the design that I've come up with thus far. Of course, it's not final. We'll have a lot more things to do here. You can see that I think that it is just a little bit too much in the fact that I'm using too much spruce wood. We'll probably have to end up putting in something else, maybe a different color of wood, maybe something like that. But you can see in terms of the design, we've added in this little element right here, this little design element. And how this came about was that I wanted to add in these arches, right? So I did that, but at the same time, it felt a little bit too bulky right here. So instead of kind of figuring something else out, I decided to put in a hole in each of these. It gives it a little bit something extra in terms of design, and at the same time creates a little bit less bulk in terms of the look of it. You can kind of see the little ring structure that we have here, and that I think we'll end up putting in some sort of lighting or some sort of chandelier in the middle. Again, like I was saying before, I didn't want to go too extravagant, but maybe there's a little bit of room for extravagance in the middle. What else? I mean, that's it in terms of what I want. I don't want to go too overboard. Being too complex ends up muddling the whole effect of the area. So usually keeping it simple to start off with, and then hopefully here and there I can add in more details as we go along. But the other thing that I was working on was the walls here, and the idea that I was going to go for, I have these birch leaves, spruce leaves, and oak leaves, and I was trying to work out some sort of design to incorporate into it. Now, I didn't want to have some sort of like static pattern that I would repeat throughout. I kind of want to keep it natural, so that's kind of what I have going on here. You can see the birch leaves kind of mix in, and it kind of has this diagonal pattern to it. Right now, taking a look at it, it looks okay, but I think what would be good is that if we add in some lighting in the background, and this is an idea that I got from some of your comments in terms of the warehouse down below. You guys were mentioning to put in some leaves and probably light up the background, which I may do at some point, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it just yet, because glowstone, I haven't gathered a lot of it just yet. And also this wall right over here, it's kind of thin because I have the what's it called, redstone in the dispensers over there to worry about. So probably have to keep things pretty simple in terms of the wall. But this design I really enjoy. I think that it'll be a good thing once we get it all throughout here. I think it'll fill out this area quite nicely. All right, one last thing before we end off this episode, and that is the gender of my child that is forthcoming in the next coming months. Yeah, so I found out from the ultrasound that I am having a baby girl. A baby girl. You can't see me right now, but I am smiling from ear to ear, and I could not contain my excitement for when we were finding out the gender of the baby. It was, I don't know why, I just could not stop smiling. And it could have been a boy and it could have been a girl. Wouldn't have mattered to me. But now that I know that we're having a girl, it's just one of those feelings that now I can picture that. Yeah, we're having a baby. We're having a baby. And so, yeah, I am happy. I am so happy. I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. But that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you so choose. It really helps me out a lot. And don't forget to leave your comments down below, because I always love hearing from you guys. And if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Of course, keeps you up to date on everything that goes on in it. So that's it for me. Always remember, keep your head up, and I'll see you in the next one.